We just got back from our whale watching excursion. Our boat is down there. It was pretty good. We definitely saw a lot of whales, a lot of like dorsal fins coming out of the water, and then the tails sometimes. We got pretty close to a few, but I think we were expecting to be a little bit closer. And the boat that we were on was kind of big, so it was hard to make sure that you were seeing all the whales that were coming out of the water because there were just so many people on it. And it was big, so if they would turn the boat, then the whale would be on the other side. So our recommendation for whale watching is make sure that you get on a small boat so there's not a ton of people and that you can kind of easily maneuver around the boat to see where the whales are on which side. Before that, we did the zip lining, which you can see behind me here. This was the gondola ride up to the zip line, and it's very steep. Honestly, that was a little bit scarier than the zip line itself because it was super steep and the gondola was like all see-through. And then you knew you were going to zip line down, so the whole time you're going up, you're just thinking, oh my gosh, I have to come back down this on a zip line. But it was cool. We had to wait for a while, so we ended up kind of rushing to our whale watching excursion. But the zip line itself was pretty neat. It was very scenic. You could see out the ship in the bay here, and then all of the water behind it, and like the little tiny islands and mountains and stuff. So that was pretty cool. I think Steve GoPro'd that. So I have a video of that. But yeah, that was today in Icy Point Strait. I think we're pulling out of here, I think at 4:30. Final boarding is at 4. And then we'll do dinner. And then tomorrow we're in Tracy Arm Fjord. All right, we are on our way to Tracy. What is it?
Tracy Arm Fjord.
Tracy Arm Fjord. And this is the view. It's 10:30 right now. And it almost looks like dusk. There's all kinds of mountains the whole way back. It's just gorgeous. Just pulled into where the glacier is. That's how they swim.
I don't know, but it looks so weird when you lay down.
Alright, so there's tons of floating, well, these aren't icebergs because they're so small, but these floating ice chunks out here. And we were talking about how 90% of them is underwater, so these are small parts of them. But there's some pretty big chunks out here. There's tons of seals. This is the south side of the glacier. And we floated around here for a few minutes. And I think we're gonna go up to a different part of the glacier. But it's crazy how many seals are out here. There's a whole lot of ice floating right below the glacier. It's just covered in seals, and we've seen a ton of them just swimming around the water out here. We just finished our Tracy Arm Fjord excursion. There was a little boat. There's still one out here right now. And we took that around Tracy Arm. It started to rain at the end of it, and it's still raining a little bit now. But we went to see the North Sawyer Glacier, and then we also saw the South Glacier. And at one point they were one glacier, but now they're two separate ones, and we got to see both today because the weather was good. And then we kind of went around the arm a little bit and saw some waterfalls, and the scenery is just so pretty. The mountains are unlike anything you've ever seen. And it started to rain a little bit, and it got super overcast like it is now. But yeah, now we're back on the ship. Tomorrow we're doing British Columbia, and then we have 2 sea days. So we're in Prince Rupert today. This is British Columbia. It is around noon, and we just got off the ship just to walk around because we have 2 sea days tomorrow. Don't have any excursions or anything. Just gonna do some
We're supposed to be walking on the other side of the street,
exploring. We're going to Walmart. Okay, so I think the last time I vlogged was when we were in Prince Rupert. We went into that Walmart, walked around the mall a little bit. Maverick, Steve, and Owen got sodas and candy bars from the dollar store in there. And then we got back on the ship shortly after it started raining again. Yesterday we had a sea day. It was nice enough that we were able to lay out a little bit with all of our clothes on. So it was still chilly, but the sun felt good. Today it's not as sunny, it's a little overcast, but it's still decently warm out. The ocean's pretty. A lot calmer than our first 2 sea days. No one is seasick right now, so that's good. But yeah, it's about noon right now. We went to our disembarkation talk this morning to get ready for getting off the ship tomorrow. And then we have the rest of the day, dinner, the show, and then tomorrow morning we get off early. We're debarking today. Bye-bye.